Hi, my name's Johnny, and I'm so excited to be checking out the Squier 40th Anniversary Vintage Edition Precision Bass. (2022) marks Squier's 40th anniversary, and to celebrate this milestone, they have launched a series of guitars and basses to encapsulate the 40 years that they have been going. Now, they've done this in two different releases, which I thought was amazing, rather than just doing one. They've done the Gold Edition, which were released earlier in the year, and now they've released the Vintage Edition ones, which also feature gold anodized pickguard. I don't know why they launched them at different times, but I am so happy that the time has now arrived that the Vintage Editions are hitting shelves. Now, if you're new around here, you might not know, we've just hit 10,000 subscribers. So if you're returning to my channel, thank you so much. And if you're new here, don't forget to head down and hit that like and subscribe button for more videos. Anyway, I absolutely love those late 50s aesthetics for P basses. A maple-necked blonde P bass with a gold anodized pickguard is legitimately one of my dream basses. I've been wanting Squier to make a bass like this for years. And, you know, let's just get it all out of the way. This bass looks phenomenal. In some lights, if you catch the light wrong, the shine of the anodized pickguard definitely makes it like, oh my god, that is the most disgusting thing I've seen. And then you change your angle and you're like, that is the best thing I've ever seen. Now, I thought this bass was made of NATO, but it's actually Nieto? I've not seen that word before. And it's got a really good weight to it. This bass weighs about 8.8 pounds, so it's not going to break your back, but it's still got enough chunk to it that the notes resonate through the body super well. But one thing I do want to say about the body and the finish is that it is transparent, so you can see the wood through that. And I think that's great because it gives it this like vintage, interesting look. But it can sometimes show off undesirable things about the bass. For instance, on the back of mine, I've got this clear strip. Look at that. Look at that. You can really see the pieces of the body, but it's in a bit of a weird place. And when I first got this bass out, I saw that and thought, oh no, please don't be on the front as well. Oh, it's fine. I don't know, if that was on the front as well, I would have been really annoyed. You might not be able to see it in this light, but you can kind of see where the wood changes here and it goes a bit greener or darker down the bottom. I don't really think we're going to get many that are going to be crazy bad or like terrible looking finishes on these basses. But yeah, that is an interesting thing that could make your bass stand out against other people's, I suppose. And there's something else about the looks that you might think is a bit strange, because these basses can be quite polarizing. These basses are over £400. Probably one of the most expensive Squier basses we've ever seen. And yeah, they're limited edition, so that automatically bumps the price up, means that they'll be worth a bit more down the line maybe. At the same time, it's Squier, it's made in Indonesia, the quality control might not be there like we saw recently. Can they justify this price? Let's find out. The other thing that people are either going to absolutely love or loathe is the vintage hardware. The hardware on this bass is actually pre-Reliced, so it looks like you've owned it for years. It looks all grubby and gross, just like the player. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a grimy knob? I think it adds to the aesthetic, and I think it's really cool. But then again, I really like Reliced basses and doing fake relicing. I don't care about that, you know. Some people really don't like that, and that's fine, you know. I understand why. So I'm not going to talk too much about specs overall. You can click the link in the description to go and check out the features of this bass over on Fender's website. But I do just want to say, holy moly, this might be the best Squier I have ever felt. This bass has a satin neck and a satin body. It feels phenomenal. Nicest Squier neck I've ever had. It's a 50s P bass. You might be thinking, oh, that's going to be a big chunky boy. But actually it's a modern C shape, so it's really comfy. Heading up that maple neck, the fret job is fantastic. It might get a little bit pointier towards the higher end, but I'm really nitpicking at that. Now, we've already talked in detail about the knobs, but that's one of the bad things about this bass is the feel of the knobs. It feels a little bit crackly. Not in sound. Crackly is probably a terrible adjective to use. It feels like it's scraping against something a little bit. Now, of course, it's a P bass, so you've just got that single split pickup. This is a Fender designed split pickup with Alnico 5 magnets, so really cool. I'm not going to say any more about the sound until we've had a listen. All clips are going to be through the Line 6 HX Stomp, going through the Gallien-Kruger head into the Ampeg SVT 8x10 cap. And as it is a vintage edition, we'll put some flats on it too. So as I said earlier, this bass sustains for days. The notes run so long, I think it flows really well through the body of this bass. And I think that really contributes to the sound as well. You get this nice well-rounded bottom end mixed with that punchy mid-range that you get from a classic P bass. It sounds like a P bass, what can I say? I definitely think that it is better than the classic vibe range though, I really do. In terms of feel, playability, and sound, I think it is just one of the best Squiers I've had. And I am so happy to report that, because I was starting to lose faith in Squier after the contemporary series P bass that I had recently. So there it is. I'm absolutely chuffed with this bass. I think that it looks the part, sounds the part, feels the part. Any complaints I have are
really minuscule.
And I think that they've done a great job with this one. And I played the gold edition in a shop recently, and I think these are superior to those, if I'm honest. But that's what I think. I want to hear what you think in the comment section down below. And if you're thinking about picking one up for yourself. Once again, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.